Man, that picture is so good. I'm gonna take myself out just to look at this picture. Is that not an awesome picture? Yeah, we're getting ready to go down there in a couple of weeks. Jonathon, that's going to be on here from the Photog Experience, took that picture. I think it was him. It could have been his wife. But man, that's such an awesome picture, and that's actually his logo as well. He's just so talented.
Absolutely.
Watching his videos and his photos on his website, we have all that in the description. I was just thinking about it with Michelle, and I was like, I don't know if I went into Nightbot today because I was so slammed at work and changed the links to everything. So if all of a sudden you see stuff come up from last week's guest, I do apologize. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes all the time.
No.
I know it's hard to believe. But yeah, I apologize for it. But the descriptions for the channels, both guests tonight, Scott's on deck. We got Spencer and Alexis coming in. We got Jonathon from the Photog Experience. In the YouTube description of this video, their links are in there. So again, I apologize ahead of time. I can't remember if I did this or not earlier in the week or not. But hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Thursday night, Thirsty Thursday, right?
Woo!
Got a couple things in. We're not going solo cup tonight, right?
Nope. Changing it up.
Changing it up. Hey, check this out.
Woo!
Honey, our friend from the Beach Life, hooked us up with Zazzle. And I guess it might be easier to drink. I got pineapple juice tonight.
Yeah, right.
And Michelle's got some kind of soda or pop. I don't know whichever one you call it from where you're from. But hey, we like these. Zazzle did a pretty good job on them. So down the road, this may be available. I'm definitely going to get a couple more. Sticker Mule, we got some cool stuff in from Sticker Mule this week. A couple weeks ago, we showed you we got some pins in, so we're going to start carrying these on us whenever we go on cruises and stuff. Then we got some keychains that came in. They're pretty cool as well. And this one came in today, and this needs to be used this weekend, I think. But we got, let me turn this way. Yeah, let me get it right. We got our shot glasses in. So yeah, so that's just on one side, but Zazzle hooked us up and they did a really good job. So if you've been if you're a creator in here, and please at the very beginning, if you're a creator, put hashtag creator, hashtag supporter, hashtag, yeah, too many of those early on, hashtag, travel agent, whatever you are. Hey, we're here to support you guys. Please put that in the comments, and so everybody can check out your channel. If you don't have if you see a channel you've never been on before, hey, go ahead and write that down and go back afterwards and subscribe to them. So that's the one great thing about this show weekly is we get to go back, and even though it may be in a while since we've watched one of the creators coming on, we get to go back and watch them again to catch up on what's happening. So so that's a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like we got close to 20 in the chat here. We're going to go through real quick and just say hey to everybody real quick. Thanks for coming in. We're going to drop some comments along the way. So if you got questions for Jonathon or Spencer and Alexis tonight, please ask the questions. We'll try to highlight them. Anything to do with travel or food or photos, video. But yeah, we got Tom in from TWF Traveling with Friends. He's in the house. He says, I'll be back, and he's already back. And then we got Tom and Brenda from Nana's Hidden Apron. And then the Kentucky KY Travelers Cruising. We got them in the house. We got those fat people again, Luvy's Fat Life. Ashley's World's in here. Hello, Ashley. I've seen you in a couple of these lives before. Go check out her channel. Let's see who else we got. Got Dan Zulch. We got Zan in here. How you doing, Dan? Hope you're doing well tonight. And who we got? Just Dave. How you doing, Just Dave? Glad to see you tonight. And then we got Jonathon. I'm glad Jonathan's here.
Me too.
I'd hate to have to take credit for that picture, he did, and the videos he does. Johnson in here from the Photog Experience. We got the John Gaylor, and the Gaylors are here, him and his wife. Hopefully they're watching tonight. I guess they are. He says, I'm on my phone, so I won't be tagging. That's cool, Jonathan. We understand it, man. And then we got a Facebook user. Are you live on YouTube too? Yeah, we're live on both. So whoever the Facebook user is, we're on both. You can watch us on Facebook and into our group page. If you've never joined our Facebook page, hey, just type in Facebook Luvy's Fat Life, do a search, and you're automatically in as long as you know somebody in there. If not, I'll get a request and I'll approve you to come on in. We love posting food, smoking meat, appetizers, and then cruising and travel, videos and information on there. So we got Nightbot in here. God, he's expensive. Dave and Brandy's in here. How you doing, Dave and Brandy? Somebody says, I'm going to YouTube. You can stay on Facebook. I just can't see your name. But yeah, definitely go to either one of them, Facebook or YouTube. We put both of them on here. Betsy from Beach Please. We got your letter today.
Yes.
We also got this right here. Is that not awesome?
Yes.
It's a magnet. She sent it to us with a little letter. And we won something on their game show. So they sent this to us. And there's also something else they sent Anthony that we're going to open up live next week.
Yes.
So they did send us, and they did send us a little note. And by the way, we will read that note next week, Betsy, on the live, and Anthony will answer your question. So just a hint, he is excited about it. But yeah, he grabbed us right off the bat and goes, that's mine. That's mine. And I tried to put it on the fridge, and he said, no, that's mine. So that's really cool.
So we're fighting over it.
Yeah, we're fighting over it already. We got Peg and Artie. How you guys doing? Artie's tearing it up. He didn't cook the brisket this week. I saw it, and he took it into his coworkers. Who else we got? We got Billy. I think I said Billy. Billy, how you doing? Hope you take care of Mama Maxine. I hope Mama's doing well. We got Dave Fisher and Lorelei from Fisher Fun Ventures. They did an awesome job tonight on Journey with the Ginger. So go check that out on a replay if you didn't get to see it starting out. Who else we got in here? And it looks like we're caught up on most everybody that's in that chat now. Again, thank you guys. One of the things we did get, and I didn't show this. Bam! I love this. That color blue, it really looks good. I mean, I like that blue.
Thick and it's.
I'm telling you, Zazzle over Teespring's what I've seen so far. Zazzle is a lot higher. I mean, the quality is really good. But I really like this, and I'm
nice.
gonna end up using that immediately. I got a black one here, but this one's nice and thick. And I'm losing my voice already, Michelle. You may have to take over tonight.
We're in trouble. You are definitely the talker.
I'm losing my voice. All right, so we got a lot of going on tonight. It's almost 10 after. How's everybody doing in the chat? If you got any questions at all, please. Yeah, Betsy, I think it looks great. Yours look great too. But hey, if you got any questions at all, now's the time to ask them. We're getting ready to bring Jonathon on. Photog Experience. He's got a lot of experience in camera, video, sound. creating. So get ready. I'll pop the questions up while we're interviewing Jonathon. We're going to go ahead and play his intro, and it's about a minute long. And at the end of that, Jonathon will be in here live and ready for your questions and ready for what's going on. Let's hit his video up right now.
Hey,
we got the expert in the house. What's going on, Jonathon?
Not much, man. All those photos make me miss cruising so much.
Yeah, man, that's the one thing we love about this is getting to go back and steal photos and stuff and video clips from some of the other creators. But man, your photos are just incredible, man. I'm telling you. Jonathon and I have known each other for a couple of years behind the scenes, and anytime I got a question about video or photos, I'm always hitting him up. I mean, he told me something as simple as, look on your battery compartment. There should be a hole or sliding thing there that you can stick a plug in there. And I was like, really? And then I went over and sure enough, it was right. And I was like, that's
the little details. The little details.
Yeah, my point and shoot ability. But hey, Jonathon, some people may or may not know you here. You got a great Facebook page for photos and questions and so forth. Kind of give everybody a little background about your channel, what you focus on, what you like to do, when you started it up, anything like that, man. Give everybody here a little bit of information about your channel.
And I started YouTube a long time ago, but it was just random videos that I decided to upload. But my wife went on a cruise actually before me, and I have vertigo, so I get motion sickness really bad. And she kept asking and asking and asking to go on a cruise, and I just kept saying no. I did not want to do it. I didn't, because I was going to get sick and all this other stuff. And finally, she talked me into it, and I started doing research, and that's when I started to look up cruise vlogs. So I started looking at Tony from La Lita Loca, when he first started, and Josh Hokum, and all these different creators, and I was like, this is amazing. I know photos has always kind of been my thing, but I've never really been a video person. And so the first cruise, I bought this little tiny action camera that was literally $50 off of Amazon, in a Casso. And it corrupted. I missed 50% of my footage, which still kind of breaks my heart. It corrupted my card. But from there, I kind of caught the bug. I'm put these on my other channel. I technically still have it, but I never use it. And so I made these videos. And then what made me start the Photog Experience was I am a photographer. That's what I do for my day job. And I started taking and posting all these photos and posting them on La Lita Loca and on my Instagram and on all these other social media sites. And a lot of people were asking, how did I do that? And so that was the main reason why I created the Photog Experience, was because a lot of times when you're a photographer, you are called the photog of the situation. And so I wanted to give you the experience and give you the know-how on how to be a photog. And that's kind of where it all streamed from, and that's where it started.
That's awesome.
Long-winded, but yeah.
No. Hey, so also real quick, because I know your better half would normally probably be on here with you.
Mm-hmm.
You've got some exciting news, I believe, to tell everybody. Go ahead and let everybody know what you got going on.
I'm gonna be a daddy.
Yay!
Yeah, right. Thank you. We're super excited.
Congratulations, you both.
This is our first one. She is a future cruiser, most definitely, and lover of theme parks.
Oh, so you already know it's a little girl, huh?
Yeah, it's a girl.
Daddy's little girl.
A long time. Yeah, we've known for a long time that she was going to be a girl. They do some crazy tests now where they actually test. I forgot exactly what it's called, but they test the mother's blood, and through the testing of the mother's blood, you can find out the gender at like 9 weeks.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, we've known for that long.
Wow.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate that.
Hey, the Gaylors have a comment right here. Love the Florida beach videos. New Smyrna, I think it was. Yeah, I think you just put some vlogs out recently on that, right?
Yeah, I love New Smyrna. It is kind of crazy to think, but it's like the shark bite capital of the world, or of the United States. Like there's more shark bites at that beach than really any other beach in the US. But every time we've been I think at least 4 or 5 times to New Smyrna. It's been gorgeous and we haven't had any trouble. I love it there. Like if we go to Florida at all, that's the beach that we go to.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, there's some other people around the area too, I believe, that are
Liz.
creators, right?
She lives like right there.
Who does?
Liz.
Oh yeah. Okay, Liz Brigham.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, every time I post something about that, she's like, "Hey, that's my beach."
Hey, so I know with this background here, you're a big Universal fan, you're a big cruising fan. And in the last year or something, we couldn't go cruising, so I think you went to Universal a couple of times. So
yeah,
we're going in a few weeks, and I've been asking you questions behind the scenes about park passes and express passes and all this kind of stuff. So of the 3, I don't know if you've been to Volcano Bay yet, but
I've not.
The other 2, Islands of Adventure and the Universal Studios. Which of them 2, if you had to pick one as your favorite, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Which one would be your favorite?
Probably Universal.
Universal, okay.
Yeah, like solely for Diagon Alley. Like it's like if you're a Harry Potter fan in any fashion, Diagon Alley is like the mecca. It is like as soon as you walk in, you are submerged in all things Harry Potter, and it's breathtaking. It literally feels like you're walking onto a movie set. It's insane.
Yeah, we can't wait. We ended up and this is the thing. We were talking about cruising, and by the time we spent $1,700 on a room for a week, another $1,000 on tickets just to go to Universal. That's not including the meals, and then also the meals we're going to have twice a day probably. And then also maybe going to SeaWorld, going down to the Tampa Aquarium. Mm-hmm. Man, we're looking at easily $4,000.
Yeah.
Yep.
And cruising is much more economical.
And cruising is a lot cheaper.
Like when we went on our honeymoon, I have these vlogs all on the channel as well. We went down to Florida, and we spent like the very next day we got there, we went to Busch Gardens. And then the very next day we went to SeaWorld. Then the very next day we went to New Smyrna Beach. Then the next day we went on a cruise on the Carnival Liberty for 4 days. Then came back, went to Halloween Horror Nights, and then spent 2 days at Universal.
You needed a vacation from your vacation.
Yeah, but my wife and I, we are very, like, even when cruising, we are very on the go people. We want to do literally as much as possible, and yeah, we like it that way.
We're a little older and longer in the tooth. So we're like we got a 10-year-old with us that's going to want to do everything. We're like, hey, let's slow down a little bit. My knees can't. Mr. Daniel Donnelly, though, hey, he's hitting you up here. I have learned a lot from the Photog Experience blogs, including that if you go into a certain store at a port and yell the store name, you get free beads.
Oh,
I remember seeing that in the video. Do you remember that? Jonathan?
What's the store? It's the bamboo place. What is the name of that store?
Daniel may know it. He may remember it off the top of his head. You put a lot
Carrie
of vlogs.
Loha. That's it. Carrie Loha.
I remember seeing that you went in there with some friends or something, right?
Yeah,
and then,
it was like a friends type cruise, and I actually learned that from Josh Hokum, and it works. Like you literally go in and scream "Carrie Loha" as loud as you can, and they will give you like a bamboo lei type thing, and I actually still have it somewhere, which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
Good little keepsake. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's awesome.
It looks like we did get it right on Nightbot. It is putting the right people's guests tonight. I'm glad we got that at least right. So these photo experiences you had, and this one in the back is just incredible with the dragon.
Thank you.
This is kind of a tough question.
Mm-hmm.
Can you name a not a family picture, but like one of your top two? Can you name top 2 or 3 pictures that you've taken that really mean something to you? You're like, man, that's a good picture I took. I mean, not trying to brag or anything, but is there anything that you've taken yourself and are like, man, I really love? I know you like reflections too, because I've seen a lot of your pictures where you have reflections in water or something behind it. I love those.
Yes.
But what are some of your favorite photos you've taken?
Definitely, like I'm using my phone as my webcam, so I can't look at my phone. But really, the photos I take at Universal, like they just turned out really good. I mean, there's some ones.
The one behind you. What did you take that picture with? The one that's in the backdrop.
Can you guess?
I would think as awesome as the photo is, and I'm going to take us out and let everybody look at it again, and I'll put us right back in.
See what everybody says in the chat.
What do you think he took this with? Was it one of his DSLRs? Do you think it was a phone? Do you think it was a GoPro? What do you think he took this picture with? The one that we just
have all of them, by the way, just FYI. But okay, someone says looks like iPhone. Yes, it's the dragon from Gringotts.
Mm-hmm.
Phone. Okay. Well, yeah, consensus is yes. It was my phone.
Wow! So you took that picture with your phone, did you post edit it as far as black and white and all that?
Yeah, a lot of my photos. I think the reason why most of them really stand out is, I mean, with the photo training, I know, basically the tonality that you need to make a good image, and it's all just editing. That's all just using my phone. I never edit any of these on my computer. It's actually all through my phone. For the longest time, I only used Instagram, like the built-in editing in Instagram for my photos. But now I actually use Lightroom on my phone, and I have some presets that I've made that I use, and yeah, my phone. Actually, if you go to follow me on Instagram, we'll talk about that later. But that's my other main social media. Basically, every photo I've ever taken and put on my Instagram has been with my phone. I don't ever take my DSLR anywhere. It's always my phone.
Really? So when you go, that's some great information for us, because I've kind of talked about downsizing my gear, and the last several months now, probably the last 6-9 months, I use my iPhone 11 Pro, my GoPro a little bit if I'm going underwater.
Yep.
But those are I video and take pictures with my iPhone. I mean, I think the video, every once in a while you can see the glare coming off of it if you're in front of a glass or something, you see those dots. Yeah. But I mean, the video quality is so great nowadays.
It is. Like all of my the recent Florida vacation during a pandemic series, that's literally all on my phone, except for like us being in the ocean and being in the pool. That was GoPro, but yeah, all on my phone.
Wow. So there's a lot of creators in here, or it looks like maybe a half or a third of them are creators in here. What kind of software do you use as far as editing your videos before you post them?
For me, it's all Premiere Pro.
Premiere Pro, okay.
Yeah, when I first started, it was just iMovie, just straight on, because I'm a Mac guy. I have Mac everything. It was just iMovie, and when I started doing more technical stuff when I started shooting more B-roll and trying to do transitions and adding music. It wasn't what I wanted, and so I upgraded to Premiere Pro, and it's a beast of a program to learn. It's super technical and really hard, but 1 to 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, sit down in front of your computer and just watch a bunch of YouTube videos, and you can learn it. That's what I did.
Hey, so we got Dave and Brandy asking you a question. It says, the Photog Experience, will you be at the dirt race in Bristol taking pictures in a few weeks?
I will, actually.
That's awesome. So your main job allows you to go and do some of these photo shoots. I mean, I guess through sponsorship or of the races or connections with them and stuff?
Without saying any names, but it'd be pretty easy to figure out. The company that I work for is the second longest NASCAR sponsor in its history, and we actually sponsor a few races at the Bristol Motor Speedway. And part of my job is to document that. So a couple weeks ago, we announced that we were going to be sponsoring a Tide car, and I was actually able to go to that press conference. And if you're a race fan, you know of Richard Petty, so I was able to be there hand in hand with Richard Petty. I'm actually with him a lot because we do a lot of stuff with him, and it's a pretty cool little perk of the job.
So we got a good question here. Rich, I think from Life Adventures with Pam and Rich, is asking DSLR versus your phone, your opinion.
It depends on the application. If I'm doing just a run and gun, a vlog, or trying to document, it's 100% my phone. I don't really ever take my DSLR out anymore, not really since college. But if it's a professional shoot for really anything, for product, for advertising, for really anything, it's DSLR 100%.
Now, are you able to, do you use that in your normal work? I don't know if you can comment on that. Do you use that same software for your work too?
I do. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it makes it a little easier than you do it at work, and then you get to come back home and you already know that by the back then.
Yeah, definitely. But at work, I have a little bit better equipment than I do personally.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody got any more questions? We got a couple more minutes with Jonathon here, maybe another 2 or 3 minutes, and then we're gonna say goodnight and then bring Spencer and Alexis on with Scott's on deck. So any other questions you got about video, photography, anything, hit Jonathon up, man. And please subscribe to his channel. You know, he's moving up in his numbers, but also his Facebook. His Facebook page is really good. He always brings up some questions and post photos and say, hey, what's your favorite beach photo, or where's your favorite port? And then he throws up one of his awesome pictures, and I'm always afraid to put one up after him because it's so great. But yeah, any kind of questions you got in the next couple of minutes, please let us know.
Kind of along with the whole posting photo thing, there for a while, it started off well and kind of lacked from there. I started doing this thing called the exposure, where I did videos where people would submit their photos and I would kind of critique them, but not really critique them, just to kind of help people get better at what they were doing. With this live thing, I've been kind of debating on possibly moving it towards that, like moving like the exposure to a live type situation. I don't know exactly if I'm going to do that or not. But yeah. So you were saying something. I'm sorry. What?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So I know live is a really big thing now. So I may need to hit the ball before it leaves me behind.
Well, you got that little girl coming too. I'm sure that's going to
definitely
that's going to keep you really busy.
And, I have new product. If you've seen any of my like product review videos, I do a lot of product reviews for a company called Movo, and they actually sent me this. Sorry about my hair. They actually sent me this hat and a few other swag things, and some new products they want me to review. I've just been so busy. I haven't had an opportunity to really sit down and work at them and go put them through the ringer, but I need to do that soon.
Yeah, that's a good segue into it. And check out Jonathan's videos. Like he said, he's got some awesome, awesome reviews on some of the Movo product. The wireless mic that you had there did really great. I thought it was incredible how far away it still worked. I mean, it went up, what, 100, between 100 and 200 feet? I mean, it was a pretty good way.
It was crazy. Like, and most microphones on the market, like the Rode Go or the Comica little mic like that, like it would go maybe 50, 60, sounded great, and you can go really, really, really far.
Are you still using the Movo tonight?
I am using the Movo VXR10 Pro. I was going to use my PCM6, which is like the whole like streamer mic thing, but I couldn't find the right cable. I'm on a Mac, so you have to have it a TRRS cable, which is like the 3 black lines on the cord, and I could not find that cord that plugs into that mic, so I'm gonna have to find that and go.
Well, I mean, I think you sound good.
Yeah,
I'm sure people in the chat will say you sound good too.
Yeah, this little mic, like Movo sells it. I did a review on it. It's really good. It's a shotgun mic. I can actually I don't think I can lift it. But it's a little shotgun mic. And the quality is super, super good on it. Definitely.
Cool deal. So we got here, the Gaylor said, we've been subscribed to the Photog for a long time and have been watched all the videos during the pandemic.
Oh, man. Well, thank you.
Yeah, that's great. And John, if you're not subscribed to him, and you probably already are, but hit him up on his Facebook page too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got some great stuff on there.
Like one of the main reasons why I do my travel videos is because I like to relive what I've been through to just help the memory and help me relive whatever. So I watch, like, I don't know if it helps me or if it's bad or what, but I rewatch my videos all the time. Like the first set of vlogs I did for the Sensation, which they're horrible because they're all filmed basically on that old Picasso action camera. I still go back and watch them, and like I can relive that, because my first cruise ever was during Hurricane Irma, and we went out of Port Miami, and like we literally couldn't go to our first port because that was Key West. It was completely closed. So we went to Cozumel, stayed there for basically an entire day. But that was just and we started turning around, but that's when Hurricane Irma was like hitting the coast of Miami. And so we went down and went to Jamaica, went to Montego Bay for a day. And so we got 2 extra days at sea, an extra port, and they gave us money, like onboard credit. And it was a cool little adventure.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, so we've already went past our time with you, man. I thank you for staying in here with us. Anything in final that you'd like to say to everybody?
Just Instagram is definitely my main source if you want to see photos, definitely. So if you want to go over to the Photog Experience over on Instagram, and the Facebook group, like he was talking about, it is just a way for us to. A dog just jumped on the couch. Just a way for like-minded creators. There he is. That's Wrigley. Perfectly. It's just a way for creators to just gather together and just share what they love doing and share their photos. So
that's awesome.
For this opportunity, man. Appreciate it.
No, thank you, Jonathan, man.
Thank you so much.
I'll be hitting you up with more questions about Universal and other.
It's awesome. Like we have that relationship. It's really awesome.
Cool deal. Awesome, man. Well, thank you very much. Tell the wife we said, hello and congratulations again.
Yes,
and
congratulations.
And let us all know when you have that baby, man. We want to see those pictures with it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank
all right. Thank you. You have a nice evening.
Bye-bye.
Man, Jonathan, and he's so much talent there, man, with his photos.
Sincerely a nice guy, too.
He's very humble. I mean, Jonathan's one of the few, I mean, behind the scenes, we have a lot of connections with a lot of people, but Jonathan's one of those that, late on a Saturday night at 10 o'clock, we're texting each other about if something hit the short shelf on YouTube or something. I mean, he's big into analytics. I am too. And he's got a great channel and he's so talented. It's great to see a young couple like that have so much fun too. But hey, we need to bring Spencer and Alexis in with Scott's on deck. So I'm gonna try to do this. This is the first time I've shared a video, so I'm gonna try to share this video. It's about 3 minutes long. The reason it's 3 minutes long is there's two things on here that are awesome. Well, there's a lot of things awesome, but the drone footage from two different places, I'm not going to spoil it, is just incredible.
Yes,
makes me want to go so bad.
Yes.
And then, of course, in the middle, there's some other photos in there as well. So this is about 3 minutes long. It's a little long, but you're going to enjoy it.
Yes, it's
it's really great. So bear with me as we try to share this.
Oh, I want to go back so bad.
I want to go back too. You got me wanting to go back. Spencer and Alexis, man, look at that drone footage, brother.
Yeah, that was a great intro.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, normally these are 1 minute, but then I remember probably a couple of years ago asking you about your drone footage because I love your drone footage. I mean, I love your videos. We love watching you and your family, your daughters, and you and Maria, and of course Alexis. But man, your drone footage. I mean, you got me buying. I bought a cheap Mavic Mini, but your drone footage is like on a scale up here. I mean, it's off the chart, dude. I love it.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a fun and watching that just makes me, I can't wait to get back out there and be able to do it again. It seems like forever, and it's really been a few years now actually since a lot of those videos were filmed. So We're ready.
Hey, so I'm gonna kind of do what I did with everybody when they first come on here. Give us a little bit of background information about your channel, how you came up with the name, what got you into it, what made you first get into cruising, how many cruises you've been on, all that kind of good information. Again, Scott's on Deck. Their channel is in the description here. Definitely hook them up, subscribe to them, binge watch. If you hadn't seen their channel, binge watch their stuff. Great footage like that in all their videos. But
Yes.
hey, give everybody a little bit of background information about your channel.
Yeah, well, we started cruising in about 2011, 2012. Our first ship was the Dream, and we lived like 35 minutes from Port Canaveral. So, getting to cruise ships is pretty easy for us. And we cruised for a couple of years, and then we just, we're YouTube people anyway. We started watching all these other people doing stuff, and we said, it might be fun. I'm a big camera guy and all that kind of stuff, and we started on the Sunshine, I think it was our first vlogs, and we just had a blast doing it. Really, we just did it for fun, no reason, just to see if we could do it, see if we had a good time, and we did, and we just kind of rolled with it, and here we are. That's really the short story, but it was, we started out as the Lita Life, but people kept confusing us with La Lita Loca, so we all sat around, the whole family, and texted each other, spitballing names and throwing out, and that's the one we came up with, and that's the one that stuck. And I paid people to make expensive logos, so that's the one that we're going to have to stick with for a while. It's going to change again.
I like it. I think it looks cool.
Yes.
Billy on here. Billy is my stepdad, and he loves guns. He loves cruising. He loves travel, and he's picked up on your T-shirt right off the bat.
Yep.
So, in case some people don't know what that is, what is your shirt?
That's from the Demolition. That's if you ever watch Off the Ranch or Demolition Ranch or Vet Ranch, that's the guy that runs it, and they just guns, good times, family, America, all that good stuff. So, and I just try to.
Can you tell us how many guns you have, or you may not want to give us a range, maybe, because we don't want nobody to show up your house trying to. I dare them to come to your house and try to steal your guns, but
yeah,
is that a pastime favorite of yours?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have a wide variety of firearms.
We'll leave it at that. All right, cool deal. Yeah, definitely down the road. Then when Billy and I come down there going to cruising, we need to hook up with you and go to a firing range or something. Have a good time. Billy's got a ton of guns, and if you need to know anything about guns, Billy Sparks, man, he knows a ton about them. I'm sure you do too.
We have a nice range out here that's out in the country a little bit, open, outdoor range. So it's real nice. If we can just get those ammo prices down a little bit, we can hit it more.
Billy says, Matt has cost me more money than I want to admit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing because like Christmas time, it's like everybody's like, well, what can we get them? It's like, oh, we'll just go on to Bunker Branding and grab some shirts or some flags, all that stuff. So yeah, it's pretty good.
So, how many total cruises have you guys been on so far?
I think we're at 12, 13, 14, something like that.
Oh wow, you've been on a lot. Alexis, how many have you been on those? You get to go on all of them, or are you by yourself? Are you having to stay at home while they get to go on them, or are you getting to go on those as well?
I think I've on most of them, but they go on like a few couples cruises like every other year, right?
Yeah. She goes on most of them. She's the one. She's our youngest daughter. We have 3 daughters. She's our youngest, and she gets to go on most of the cruises. But every couple of years, we'll go with like our best friends on couples and stuff. So no kids and all that. So. But the majority of the time, she's always with us, and she'll be with us hopefully in October.
I don't know if it was you, Alexis, or not. It may have been one of your sisters. I remember seeing you guys go to a ice cream shop somewhere. It may have been in San Juan or somewhere, and you went in and got the ice cream, and man, it looked good. And then I think it was in one of those. I don't know if it was you, Alexis, or one of your sisters, but.
Yeah, that's actually a day we spent with Tony from La Lita Loca and Steven and
y'all went and ate lunch, didn't you, at a restaurant?
Yeah, because my wife is from Puerto Rico, so we were walking the streets there, and she was talking with one of the locals. We were getting something made for the house, and she was talking to the girl in Spanish, and then she was asking for directions to one restaurant we knew, and then she was like, no, you want to go to this one over here. And we walked out the door, and we literally walked into Tony and them. I mean, literally, it was just kind of a weird, all of San Juan, and we ended up at the same spot. So we went to see the flags, or not flags, I'm sorry, the umbrellas in Puerto Rico. And then we all went to lunch and hit that ice cream shop, and it was a really cool rolled ice cream. That's what it was, the rolled ice cream. Yeah. So, yeah.
So of all the ports, I mean, y'all been on a lot of cruises. You probably get asked this all the time, but can you give us like my number 3, number 2, and then my number 1 favorite port that you guys have visited?
Let's see. The top 3 are going to be Half Moon Cay, San Juan, and Grand Turk. It's hard to put them in order because those are just our top 3. We can go there a million times. We can go there on every single cruise we go on and wouldn't complain. I don't know, what's your favorite?
I think it was Amber Cove.
Yeah, Amber Cove was nice.
Yes.
San Juan and those are.
Yeah. She's never been to Half Moon Cay yet. That we were supposed to last year. Actually, that was one of our canceled cruises we had that she was going to hit up. So, but yeah, I love those 3. And like I said, I could go there every single cruise, and it wouldn't bother me one single bit.
Half Moon Cay is definitely on our bucket list.
Yes.
We've had 2 cruises canceled this past year that we were supposed to go there. We had went to Princess Cay as well, and we really loved Princess Cay.
It's awesome.
But the sand and like your drone footage of Half Moon Cay makes it look even 100 times better than Princess Cay's. And we really enjoyed Princess Cay's. I mean, it was really
wonderful.
It was kind of rocky in the water and stuff, and the sand was, kind of hurt your feet. It wasn't that soft, but we love Princess Cay. But
beautiful.
Everybody I know says you have to go to HMC. You have to.
Yeah, we've actually never been to Princess Cay. That's one we always kind of look, if we can find an itinerary with it. But usually they're more shorter cruises. But yeah, Half Moon Cay is just, we've been there several times. Usually we don't do anything. We just hit the beach and we walk as far as possible away from everybody else. And that's where I drone, because I don't like to drone around people. So we'll just walk to the secluded part of the beach and do the drone and just hit the water and whatever. And we did the jet skis there too, and that's a really awesome thing to do there.
Is it? Okay. So I asked you this question a little bit last night, and you gave me a little bit of a hint on it because I love your drone footage, and I was like, man, how can I sneak mine on there? And Mavic Mini, and I got the little one, Yep. And I was like, it dawned on me last night, and I asked Spencer this. I think it was last night, and maybe the night before. It runs together, but I said, and have you ever got busted doing it and you shouldn't have done it, And Spencer started telling a little bit of a story.
So, yeah, she's laughing. She was there. She was there. We were in Amber Cove, and we rented the Grand Cabana.
Yeah, I love those. I actually wanted to rent those myself. Those are awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a huge group. It was like a family friends cruise. So there was like 30 of us. So it was like $1,200-$1,300. But if you have that many people, it's not bad. But anyways, that's a really cool thing to do. But anyway, so at the end we were wrapping it up. So I said, the last 20 minutes we're here, I'm going to throw my drone up and I just get the ship and get the villas and all that stuff. And man, I wasn't up 5 minutes, man. Security was running to us. I don't even know how they found me, because I mean, it's not like we were in a little villa. I wasn't even around people. I droned out in the water just to see the ship and the inside of the island. But man, they ran over and like, no. So, and there's only one little sign.
Was you able to keep the footage on there, or did they take that too? They make you?
Oh yeah, no, they weren't touching my stuff. No, that's not happening. I mean, they asked me to stop, and I stopped. I respect their rules, but there's no signage. And when we did go back, we found there's one little sign that's literally stuck to a garbage can, and all it is the picture of a drone with the sign over it. The no, so you can easily miss it just by walking through. So, and now we know. But otherwise, like Half Moon Cay and all that, like I said, we just go so far out, because we don't want to bother anybody. And I'd rather have footage that doesn't have people in it to begin with. I don't want the footage of crowds. So, yeah.
Those are two. I haven't seen the numbers on the. I think you did Mahogany Bay too, right? The Rotan.
Megan's Bay in St. Thomas was another drone. Half Moon Cay, and Grand Turk, of course. I think those are the three. I feel like I'm
I know
forgetting
two of those have. One of them has about. I think one has 9 or 10,000. The other one 12 or 15,000 video
Yeah, I
hits
think
on it.
yeah, last time I looked, I think Half Moon Key was that drone was one of our top videos all. And Megan's Bay was also a really nice video. That's a really beautiful beach too, if you've ever been there.
Yeah, the what I liked about your Grand Turk was you actually went, like you said, on the opposite side where everybody else normally goes. So we were able to see the beach on the other side of Grand Turk, you know, opposite of Jack Shack's. And I got a dog that's came in here now and prancing around. If you're prancing going on. But we was able to see that side of the beach. And when you went down to the very end, I didn't have it in this video, and then you kind of made that turn a little bit. You could see the darker blue water instead of the turquoise color, but it was still really cool to see that. And then you saw the, I guess it was like the seaweed coming in. I mean, that's part of the beach I'd never seen. Half Moon Key, whenever you did that video and you went up high and then turned it around on the island and you could see the other side of the island, those are things that if you don't have a drone with you and you don't go explore it, you don't never know that about the island.
Know.
So that's what I love about your videos. You gave us another view.
Yeah, and Half Moon Key, that was the first time I actually did a drone anywhere outside my local house here. So I was like so nervous being over the water, and you know, and then the wind's high, so you have these little alarms going off all the time, and then you know it's really really nerve wracking. But like you said, I didn't know a lot of that on Half Moon Key existed. The ranch they have back there, all those facilities, I never seen it. So even when I saw it, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so Nightbot's thrown your channel in here for those on the replay or even in the live now. You can click on this and go straight to the YouTube page and subscribe to them. I think we got Mike here. Betsy may have been in earlier, but Mike or Betsy from Beach Please is in here as well. So what have you guys got coming up? We've had three cruises lost this year. What have you guys got coming up? Do you have anything booked? Do you have anything at the end of 2021 or going into 2022? What's on deck for Scott's on deck?
Yeah, our last cruise was October of 2019, and we were supposed to. We've had, I think, 4 canceled since then. So our next one is with you guys. Actually, we're going to be October on the La Lita Loca group cruise. I think that's Halloween. Yeah. That's a Halloween cruise, isn't it?
Yeah, it's October 30th. So yeah, that 31st will be Halloween. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I had to look it up because I forgot where it was going. I thought it was Eastern, but it's actually a Western itinerary. So hopefully, I feel fairly confident about that one. So I not much you can do now. Just hold and wait.
So have you ever been on Halloween before? Have you ever been on a Halloween cruise?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was at our friends and family cruise that we went to Amber Cove and all that. It was a Halloween cruise. That was real fun.
A couple, haven't we?
Yeah, we've actually been on a couple because we usually cruise around October, November, December. That's usually the 3 months that we kind of focus on because it's usually the cheapest, the weather's the best in our opinion, and it's a good time. The Halloween cruise is fun because so many people dress up in some wild things, and it's a real good time.
I think it's Mike from Beach Please. It could be Betsy. It says, I got told to put my drone away at Half Moon Key. So,
I've heard stories that people have had that. And like I said, if I did it close to where anybody was, they probably would have. But like I said, we probably walked for 25, 30 minutes to the other end. So by the time somebody would find me, my battery would have been out anyway. So.
And they're not touching your drone, right?
No, they're not touching the drone. They pulled me. I think it was the second one. The security guy, man, like 3 of them pulled me out of the security line and took me over to the little corner. And they're like, we need you to open your bag. I'm like, okay. So they went through my backpack and all that and found the drone. And like, well, we have to send a note to the ship that you have a drone with you. I'm like, okay. It's like they were wanting it, and I'd never been stopped before, and that was the only time I ever had a problem. But they were like, "Well, we're just gonna let the ship know you have it." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, that's fine, yeah."
Wow, that's really cool. So, do you have a bucket list of places you'd love to use your drone at? I mean, I know you probably got some ideas of other places that, hey, I really want to I really want to use my drone in this area. Have you got a list of a few places you really want to do that at?
Yeah, one would have been October. That would have been Alaska because we have an Alaska cruise booked, but I know we're not going to make that one. And I even had a plan of how, because I was on an NCL ship and they don't allow drones at all in the ships. Carnival, you can bring it in, you just got to keep it in your room, keep it in your bag. But Norwegian, you can't bring it at all. So I was going to find a place like a UPS store or something like that and actually send it there and then pick it up, use it for the day, and then send it to the, either the next spot or send it back home so we could have the drone footage.
So yeah, Mike's come back to Drone Hacks 101. I'm your student. All right. So you might need to come back on down the future and we'll have nothing but a Spencer telling you how to sneak your drone onto the ship, out into the key and then not get locked up. Probably and wear a shirt like he's got so they know you're packing heat and that you're not going to mess with you. So somebody's asked a question. I don't know if you've heard this or not, but says, are you guys hearing they are doing some trials with the trial cruises with mask? I haven't heard that, but I mean, it wouldn't shock me if that, I'm sure the staff and stuff for women is being told they're going to have to wear. Is there anything, that's a good question though, kind of a segue, Spencer and Alexis, is there anything that Carnival or NCL or Royal, any of the big ones would come out with and you'd say, time out, I'm not going to cruise right now? Is there any deal breakers for you and your family?
That's a real tough one. I'm not crazy about the mask. I'm not a mask person, but of course, if your establishment or whatever requires it or wants it, and I want to visit there, I'm gonna respect your rules because that's just how we are. But I still would go as long as it's not like you have to wear it all the single time in your room and outside. I think outside is hard, especially when the Florida heat starts coming up. We went to Disney Springs one time with the mask on. It was horrible. You couldn't breathe. It's just so humid here, and it's the way it is on the island sometimes. So, right now we're just wanting to cruise so bad. It's like, there's not a whole lot they can really do to me that nobody else is doing anyways. If you got to go to a restaurant, you got to wear them going in. So, I guess you just got to deal with it for a little while longer till,
It'll be interesting too on with does if you've been vaccinated, will that have a difference or not? Will that make a difference for Carnival or NCL or whomever? You did mention that you'd had one booked through NCL. Is Carnival? Have you went with Royal, NCL, and Carnival, or Carnival only, or what are most of your? You said 11 to 13 cruises. Which line did you go with mostly?
Almost all of them are Carnival. We did a Royal Caribbean once on the Majesty of the Seas because we wanted to go to Coco Key, and we did, which was before they did the whole theme park transformation thing, and that was a really beautiful island too. We haven't been there since they did the whole new thing, but before it was just beautiful. It's probably just as beautiful as Half Moon Key was. The beaches were really nice, and we did jet skis there too, and that was a great day. It was a real fun day.
So what's your opinion then of NCL? I mean, we had our Alaska cruise for 2021 got canceled, and we were going again through Lolita Loca, and now that got moved to 2022 on a cruise. On a Alaskan cruise with them. We've never went NCL. I mean, not that we're snobs or anything. Our son is used to Carnival. He's used to the Camp Ocean and all that, but we would definitely try Royal or NCL out. What's your thoughts of them?
Well, we've never been on one. That would have been our first one too. And the reason I booked NCL was because they were usually, if I want to book an NCL out of Fort Lauderdale or Orlando, they come out of here, they're usually quite a bit more expensive than Carnival or Royal by at least $500-600, in general. For whatever reason, the one we found for Alaska with airfare was cheaper than just the cruise and Carnival. So that was just one. Yeah, that's what we all said too. And I'm double checking things, and it's like, well, yeah, it actually is. So we just went with it just because it was the best priced option, and it was one of the brand new ships. I forgot what ship it was. One of the newer ones. Yeah, we're looking forward to it, but like I said, it's I think all of Alaska is probably going to be canceled for the rest of this year. So we'll definitely rebook it for the next couple of years.
Cool deal. So yeah, living near Orlando down there, you got quick access to everything. So that's really awesome that you. So that probably helped you too on and possible even like last second cruises in the past too, right? Sometimes they have those great deals.
They don't do those too much anymore because of Homeland Security. They have to submit your name to a list, and they have to have that. They have to have you checked a week or so before. So you used to be able to go up and you could just almost get right on and get a super deal, but due to a lot of the world situations, you just can't do that anymore, which sucks. But it's nice that the downside of living so close is you do kind of get stuck with the same ships sometimes, which that's not a bad thing. But if you want to venture out to different ships, then it's like the Carnival Sunshine was here. We've been on the Sunshine 3 or 4 times. We've been on the Breeze 4 or 5 times. But it's all ships we love anyway, so it's not a downside for us. But that's one thing to consider if you live close to a port.
So what's your favorite ship that y'all been on?
I think the Sunshine is our favorite, at least my favorite. I don't know.
That one or the Breeze.
Yeah, that or the Breeze is probably our 2 favorites. The Sunshine was here for a while, and that was the first ship we had a balcony on, and we really, really enjoyed that. And the Sunshine is a ship that people love it or the people hate it. And we're in the camp that we love it. It's just a smaller ship, but it's it does have a quirky layout, but it's not that big a deal to us. But they have a beautiful the adults area. I forgot what the name of it. And the Serenity area, and they have a really beautiful Havana area where it's just a big kind of a bar in the back of the ship that's really open and not everybody knows it's there, so you can go there and just hang out. They have live music, they have like Cuban desserts and snacks and things like that throughout the day. So it's something I wish was on more ships actually, but it seems to be only on the Sunshine for that kind of thing.
Yeah, the Sunshine has moved up here to Charleston, and that's the closest port to us now. So we definitely plan on hitting the Sunshine up once cruising gets back, driving down. That's only about a 4.5 hour drive for us. So we could drive down there and go out. But that's the closest port to us. We don't have the 45-minute drive, the 35-minute drive you guys do.
I'm jealous about that.
Yeah, I mean, hey, so if you see any distribution jobs down in that area, send me hints or send me links to something. I'm about to turn 50, and I'm like, I'm ready to move down a little bit further south into that warmer area of Florida.
Yeah, we're gonna have the Mardi Gras too for a while, so
that's gonna be great, and we can't wait to that. Hopefully that October will go off, but there's a lot of a lot of creators that are going on that one, and I think. Do you have anything? Are you on the 2023 as well? Have you already signed up for that one?
No, we don't. The only thing we have the Mardi Gras also again in December, but I'm gonna move that to something next year because we don't have anything at all for 2022, and we just have one in 2023, and that's I believe we're going with Dave and Brandy. I forgot where we're going. I think it's in the Bahamas somewhere. If they're still here, she'll probably say it. But yeah, that's all we have booked right now because we just kind of stopped for a while because it's just too much uncertainty. I didn't want to put money in here and there. So, But now that we kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel, I guess you can say, I'm going to start looking and seeing, filling up some of those spots because we usually like to have at least 2 or 3 year booked, even if it's a few years ahead, because that's how we pay them off,
Right.
Yeah.
So, hey, we've went over. I apologize, Ronnie from Wife is Good Today. We went over about 4 minutes here, but I felt like we were about running out of time. Man, we'd love to have you back on again down the road.
Absolutely.
Anytime.
Please tell everybody a little bit, in final saying what you want to say to everybody about, your channel and anything last, you guys want to say to those in the chat or watching the replay.
Yeah, no, just thanks for having us on. I know a lot of our content's just been kind of in a lull because of, obviously cruising, but we're looking forward to getting back and hopefully it'll be October. And all our socials, we're all at Scott's on Deck on Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff, Facebook. So Just give us a follow on there. Okay, I think Brandy just put it up, and I didn't see what she said. Amber Cove and Grand Turk. Yeah, so we're going on there. We're on that cruise as well, and that's going to be a great time. But that's pretty much all
our last cruise we went on. Our last cruise was the Carnivalation, and it was Amber Cove and Grand Turk. We had a blast.
So wonderful.
Yeah, Amber Cove is another one of our top 5. So that's a great itinerary. Grand Turk and Amber Cove.
We just on that one we just stayed in the pool area and had a blast and went up to the Sky Bar. And that's one of our most viewed videos on cruising. Is I think it ain't but 2,000 or 3,000 views on it, but we had a blast there, and it was really cheap. A lot of fun.
Yeah, we got the big cabana, but they have the smaller ones next to it that I think they're only like $300. So if there's a couple of you there, you split it. It's not bad. I know I was going to mention it for when we go. So Amber Cove is a real nice port. If you haven't been there, definitely put it on the list.
Cool deal. All right. Well, again, thank you guys. Please come back. If you haven't subbed to their channel, Scott's on deck, Spencer and Alexis, their whole family. Congratulations on being a grandpa now into your family. You got a beautiful family. You might need a little bit more testosterone in that family because you got it all by yourself, Spencer. But hey, maybe that'll be grandbaby number 2 coming up down the road, right?
We'll see.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Y'all have a great night.
Much.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Oops, didn't mean to cut you off there. I'm so sorry, Spencer. We tried to add him back. Hey, Spencer, what was you saying? I cut you off, brother.
I forgot. I just said thanks for having us. Yeah, have a good night, and we'll always be available to come back.
Great deal. I'm glad you wouldn't cuss me out when I had you back. Like, hey, we'll see y'all later, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Hey, so we went over. We're going to have to end it tonight, but hey, that was so awesome. Please sub to their channels. Scott and Spencer. I want to call him Scott all the time. We talked about that last night. The man with two first names for last name, but Spencer, Alexis, and Maria. They're so fun to watch their vlogs. Such a fun couple. Ton of great drone footage. If you hadn't seen that before, their vlogs are really fun though. And what I love about Spencer and Maria and their whole family is they keep it real. I remember there was one of their videos they were talking about somebody smoking or they smelled smoke out on their balcony, and Carnival corrected that for them. But they keep it real. Great channel. Go sub to that channel. Also hit up the Photog Experience as well. Jonathan's got a great channel. If you got any kind of questions, subscribe to his Facebook page. And then, you can ask him any kind of photo question you have at all. He'd be glad to help you out. But we're going to go home. Actually, we are home.
We are home.
We're going home to the bed upstairs. In other words, we're in the dungeon right now. Hey, be the light in this dark world. Have a great week. Hey, next week, something a little special. We're thinking about doing just us the whole time. We had somebody. I don't know if
that's special.
Yeah, we had somebody counsel us, but some things came up. I mean, it wasn't intentional. But we are thinking about doing our 1,500 giveaway. So we're going to probably have some prizes. Look for it this week or weekend. Maybe have some special guests coming on to say hey, but have some drawings and just have fun all night. Ask us questions, whatever questions you have. But again, thank you all for coming. And again, be the light.
Bye.
Bye.